You know what I'm gonna do. No, not that. Nope. Nope, you're not supposed to do that. Good. You're not supposed to do that either. This friggin' thing is too friggin' hard to friggin' fly.
Are you friggin' sure?
Yeah. Come on, why does it keep going friggin' backwards when I friggin' push the friggin' thing forward? Ah, frig!
Just say shit once, it'll make you feel a lot better.
Okay. No, not that high. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I caught that. No, do not go that high again. You scared the crap out of me. You almost hit the fan. Ah! Come on! Haha, got it. Haha. That was probably the longest flight I've ever done with this thing in a year. You probably couldn't see half of it, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. Well, you can ignore my stupid voice because I'm a bit sick. I was really sick yesterday, so I didn't go outside at all. There's the keys for the bayou. But yeah, I didn't go outside at all yesterday, and I'm very much an outdoors person, so it's about 10:30 a.m. Yep, I'm gonna go outside. So, 1987 CR80R, I think that's his name, was asking about my Bronco. The video I made of it is just completely effed up in processing. So, I'll just make a quick add-on to this video. It's a full-size Bronco, got a 351 Windsor. I think it has a C6 transmission. Which is the same combination as in the 3/4 ton pickup truck of this kind of model. And this isn't the carbureted version, this is the, I've got fuel injection under here, which, in a way I don't like fuel injection, in a way I do like it. They're much more reliable than a carburetor, but much more of a pain to work on. It's four-wheel drive and posi locks all the way around. All four wheels will lock into each other. So if there's somewhere you can't get with this thing, you shouldn't be there in the first place. Same with the mule. The mule locks up all the way around too. I just vacuumed it out. Not perfect, but a hell of a lot better than it was. I'll come inside. I need to open the swing window. It's a 1991, for those of you wondering. There's my dirt bike helmet with my GoPro attachment. So yeah, this whole back seat in the back was just filled with a whole bunch of flippin' crap. So I got that all cleaned out, and I decided while I was at it, I vacuumed it out. But yeah, anyway, ignore that. I'm gonna fix that as soon as I get a new window motor. I hate electric windows. But yeah, the interior's pretty messed up, and so is some of the seals, some of the weather seals. So it's all a project. it's got a brand new, the motor only has 3,000 miles on it, and the transmission only has about 500 miles. So yeah, it's pretty much a brand new truck. Starts right up, but I think the fuel pump is faulty, because sometimes the fuel pump will just keep on running and running and running and running, and the only way to get it started at that time is to spray starting fluid in the intake or carb cleaner. I personally like carb cleaner better than starting fluid as a cold starting fluid. But yeah, there's the overview of my Bronco. If you didn't notice, it's an Eddie Bauer limited edition Bronco. I think that's something to do with the interior. It might have something to do with the chassis. I doubt it. Probably just a luxury interior. Anyway, so yeah, that's my Bronco. Hey, what's up? Anyway, let's go get the Bayou running. So, quick update on my project stock trailer. Pretty much nothing's happened with it. Yeah, pretty much nothing's happened with that. Tony, I don't have my license. I'm only 14, so I can't really do it myself, and I don't have the receipt. But Tony won't get the my frickin' generator replaced. He's been really busy, so I don't blame him. I understand that he's really busy. So I'm not in any way trying to go off on him, say how bad of a person he is, because he's not. He's actually a really good person. But, you know, sometimes it just gets frustrating when someone tells you they'll do something and they keep running out of time to do it. So yeah, inside of the project stock trailer, ignore that gigantic oil leak. That does not belong to the Bayou. That one did before I fixed that leak, but this one doesn't. This one belongs to the lawnmower I had in here. I had changed the oil and I didn't tighten the drain plug all the way. I parked it where the Bayou is now, and I had the Bayou parked here at the time. But I fixed that oil leak. I'll actually show. So that's what I did to fix it. Leather washers. Hopefully you can see that. It's a brand new camera, like a $400 camera, so it better be, you better be able to see it. Anyway, I can just guarantee that the battery is 100% toast, because it's a really old battery, and the last time I used this thing had the lights going, the headlights, so I can just guarantee you that the battery's toast. It's also only got 165 cold cranking amps, and that's a little bit under what this thing requires to start. Anyway, I'll put the choke on. Hit the compression release, make it a bit easier. One pull, baby. Gotta love the bike. Alright, sorry if you had a bad angle. I was trying to scratch my head with my camera hand. As you can tell, crap. Hang on, let me start it again. It's still cold. Alright, take two. As you can tell, I'm going to shift into first gear and hold it up. At this point, it should not go forward. The clutch should be engaged. And sometimes it does go forward. Like that. So, I think that's just the clutch adjustment with that cover right there. I think I saw a video on how to adjust the clutch with that a while ago, but I'm not positive. So right now, I need to get some out of the mule because it fell. Got a, I think she's gonna die. Oh well, she does. It's got a bunch of stuff in it from the recent maintenance I've been doing on that thing. And I need to find my chain. Oh, there it went. Anyway, need to find my chain may not be in here. Hang on, let me find. Well, I found my chain in this bucket by the hay barn, not in the mule. This is baby chain. I've got a big half-inch chain that I actually use quite a bit, but I think baby chain will work because this thing doesn't pull very hard. I try not to go on the pavement very much now that I got new tires. Let's hope that horse right there doesn't try to escape as I drive in. I'm so glad this thing idles properly when it's warm. There's that horse that might escape. So let's hurry up and close this gate. I just ran, the Seafoam bottle is supposed to be able to treat about 15 gallons of gas, one 16-ounce Seafoam bottle, about 15 gallons of gasoline. Well, I put 16 ounces in 5 gallons of gasoline and used it to fuel up this thing, and less than half a tank later, it's running really well. It was running, high speed. It ran okay, but it wouldn't be idling right now if I wasn't using Seafoam. Hello, Tia and Magic right next door. Why, you scared of me, Tia? You suck. Alright, so I got to, look at the friggin' horses, what the friggin' horses do. Look at this one. I replaced this backboard and this one top board, and even a couple of these last year. Look at what the horses did. They ate it and stomped it. Friggin' horses. 30 seconds later, all chained up. It's actually too long of a chain, but oh well. Just the weight of the machine will pull this, so I'm coasting down right now, so don't tell me that I'm overloading the bayou. Look, I'm coasting. It's in neutral. Now we're getting into deeper sand, so I gotta add power. Bayou just has absolutely no problem with this thing. Uh-oh. She's starting to die. Uh-oh. Maybe the seafoam isn't working as good as I thought. Well, let me unchain real quick. I'm getting so much more traction with these new tires, it's not even funny. I mean, going up that with my old tires, forget it. You would never make it up that with my old tires. With these new tires, I like crawl over anything. And they're a bit wider too, so they protect the rim, which I like. And they look better when they're wider. The other ones, the rim stuck out more than the tire. Now the tire sticks out more than the rim. One, it protects the rim to prevent more dings like that one. And two, it looks a lot better like that. So I get our hook, put it in the eyelet that I put in there last year. Kind of an oversized hook, but who cares? Idling better now, which is good. This one is a bit heavier, so just the weight of the machine won't drag it very far, but the engine definitely will drag it pretty easily. No problem. This thing just choo-choos along with almost any load I hook up to it. You can definitely tell that this one is quite a bit heavier, but it's starting to slip now. But that's kind of a plow. Alright. Sounds like it's gonna die again. For some reason it likes to die in the shade. Something to do with the exhaust maybe? I can't imagine what the shade would do to the engine to make it want to die. Maybe the cooler air. I think I'm gonna need two hands to put this chain in here. Yep, I'll need two hands. Alright, I'm pretty sure we'll go out the back way, just because it's a fairly decently steep hill to go up. The fence line is not as steep as the hill. The hill is actually quite a bit steeper than I really should be trying to drive up. But who cares? Not a problem. It just doesn't break a sweat. I'll have to pick that up later today when I clean up some of this poop. I love these new tires. I can just go anywhere with them. The old ones, I would probably get stuck right about there where it's totally flat, but these ones, I mean, they slipped almost not at all coming up here, which is, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of fairly steep. Probably about 8% grade. Maybe about 10%. Probably max it's about 10% grade in the sand, in deep sand. So yeah, these new tires sure work really well. Uh-oh. Seafoam, you're not working. Dang, son of a gun. I hate rusty gates. They don't work very well. Seafoam, you're not working very well. done for now. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. It's free, it helps me out, and it puts my videos when I make new ones in your homepage, so you can continue to watch my videos without searching for them. They're just standing right there in front of you when I make a new one. Well, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. So, this is what happens when stupid horses do stupid things. As you can tell, this horse here is obviously injured. She looks a lot better than she did last night. What had happened is this horse has a really bad habit of putting her head through the bars. And we don't know when it happened. It was somewhere between a 2-hour period, because she was fine when they left, and 2 hours later they came back and they noticed that she was damaged, we'll say. And there's a really clean spot on this fence, so what we think has happened is, since she has a really bad habit of putting her head through the bars, she scared herself and jerked her head, and she might have crushed her windpipe, and her face is swollen, and on the other side it isn't nearly as bad, but I mean there's still some injuries there. Try to get another close-up. She's drinking and eating, which is good. We weren't gonna feed her this morning, but she came up to the fence nickering and all kinds of pee spots, so she's obviously drinking, so he said, well, why not? I just can't friggin' get rid of this oil leak. Well, here she is. She came up to see what I was doing. See, a little bit of damage, but she's not too bad. She's pretty young. I hope she makes it. Friggin' horses are just so friggin' dumb. At least if this one gets caught, she's smart enough to yelp and ask for help. This one, nope. Shoot first, ask questions later. At least she can eat and drink. That's definitely a good thing, and she's pooping and pissing everywhere, so that's a good thing. That's in about 3 minutes, with it off. Whoops, sorry about that. Just can't friggin' get rid of these friggin' oil leaks, no matter what I try. It's starting to make me upset. No, it's not making me upset. It's making me fucking pissed off. I can't fucking get rid of these friggin' oil leaks. Try tightening them a bit more when the engine cools down. Don't exactly want to melt the plastic on this, especially since that's almost brand new. Holy flippin' crap, this cart must weigh like 10,000 pounds. It was hard to push.
Yeah, well, shitty litter.
Oh, that was the bulk of the weight there. That was about 200,000 pounds. Ooh, the cookies were another 100 pounds. Maybe we should bring that up front. Now we're going to Carl's Jr. And a bunch of coffee. Grandpa sure likes coffee.
He does. At least it keeps me from going here. That'll keep me out of here for about a month. Because I always spend more on stuff. Always works out.
So shut up, radio. Little pet peeve about Costco. I'm in here with my grandma there. Sorry about that, Grandma. I have my camera up in the window right there. They sell the cheapest price I could find for 3 gallons of oil in quarts was $37 a box, and there's a little unit price at $2.50 or something similar to that. It was around $2 a quart underneath the bulk price. So, and there was an open box laying there. I was with a couple quarts taken out. I was like, awesome, cheap oil. So I grabbed a couple quarts because I really didn't have the desire to get a whole box, and they told me that you can only get the whole box. So That kind of sucks. Well, there went my, sadly, once a week fast food. I really like fast food, even though it's extremely unhealthy, but I only get it once a week. If that. That sucks. And all kinds of friggin' crumbs everywhere. Look at that. I think it'll all fit. Another bird cage. It's really a very small bird cage. Isn't that a bit too small?
Well, not really, because there's a small little cage to take them out. Leave them alone to come out.
Doesn't look like much, but there's like $600 on the back of this car. So, that's my buy of the day. I also got a couple quarts of motor oil for $2.35 at Walmart, so it's cheaper than Costco anyway. So that's good. But I got a new card for this camera. I'm using my mom's card right now. Would have gotten a 32, but they wanted $45 for a 32 gig card, and I'm not going to pay more than $1 a gig. So that's the card. I think I'm going to have to get a new battery. Is this zoomed in? No, it's not. I think I'm going to have to get a new battery for this camera because it's only lasting about 20 minutes, if that. But yeah, brand new card. As you can tell by those copper plates, never even been inserted. Heavy duty case. Water resistant, dust resistant, and shock resistant case. So that's nice. And oh yeah, there's my old camera. It's my, well, not really old, but I've only had it not very long, but it's a not exactly a decent camera. From now on, I'll use it as strictly a GoPro. I've got a waterproof case for it. Well, I got the tractor going and the chainsaw in the bucket. This one's got a loose chain. I need to quit. Oh, I'm only making a couple cuts, and it ain't very bad. I think I'll just leave it. But I got the chainsaw in the bucket. That weighs 50cc 20-inch Poulan Pro. One of the crappiest. I guess it's an okay saw, but not as good as a Husqvarna or Steel. Still got that friggin' oil leak that Hugh won't fix. And Hugh said, you told me not to fix it. So I was like, well, okay, I won't fix your tractor and your benefit. I said, well, okay, I won't fix your tractor for your benefit. I am a bit too high of a gear, but who cares? I was thinking that as I was coming down Do you want to double check your marks?
What are you gonna mark?
That's my mark to where I have to
Real
chop
close
off the end.
measure my wrist again.
Okay. Ah, bring in a tape measure. Alright.
It's about 35, right?
Yeah, 35.
Don't let it shut.
Right here. Need
26.
Is that right? That's 9 inches down. Alright. Do you want...
My anvil's 9 inches tall.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
What am I supposed to do?
Filming. It's recording, so don't do anything stupid. People on YouTube like to see this stuff. I don't understand why.
How do you zoom out of this thing?
What was that?
How do you zoom out?
It's...
Oh, I got it.
yeah.
Find out when we put it on ground.
I can always adjust it with the Sawzall.
Quit recording.
I still need to do a bit more. So there it is an anvil stand. You squish your foot. Now, what I'm pretty sure is going to happen is this is going to split just like that did. So what you might want to do is run to Home Depot and get some giant big hose clamps and just crank it down real tight. Let it sit for a week and hope it doesn't split. Because it might split. But on the other side, it's a pretty small piece, it might not split.
How heavy is this thing?
Probably not too bad.
Pretty bad.
Well, I guess I'll have to nick off that piece. So I guess we're done here. Alright. I'll just nick off that piece and haul it over there with the tractor.
I almost need it hollowed like that. How do you do that?
You need one heck of a jigsaw blade and one heck of a jigsaw. I don't think they even make something that big. You could take it to a guy with a gigantic bandsaw and he could do that. But then I guess I'd do the entire thing.
Yeah, I'd only need like that much down.
Here, you can come say hi to the chainsaw.
Oh, when your dad was here yesterday, I forgot to schedule an appointment.
So I guess we'll just let it dry out for a while.
My fingers crossed.
Oh yeah, don't put your foot under the bucket because the seals are bad. I already dropped the tree, but the bucket's still up. Alright, well, I guess we're done here. You want to move your soda?
It's not a soda.
Iced tea. What is it? Sweet tea, iced tea. It has ice in it, so it's an iced tea. Didn't open the clamps all the way. Hey Jared, you can take the tractor back if you want. Okay. The battery's toast. Well, keep pulling it till it keeps running. Here. It's an air-cooled engine. It cools down really quickly. I'm gonna have to get a new battery for this camera. I mean, it was fully charged when I started that last video where I introduced the video as I had the the chainsaw in the bucket and the tractor running. The battery was fully charged and now it's flashing at me telling me, plug me in, you dumbass. So I'm gonna have to get a new battery for this thing. It's almost a brand new camera. I don't understand. Oh well. It's a pretty small battery, so I might just get, it's one of the smallest ones there is, so I'm probably going to get one of those big fat ones that are like that one. The one I have is like that. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, my thing's telling me, plug me in, you dumbass, so really can't do any more filming today. It's about 5 o'clock anyway. The sun will be down in half an hour. So yeah, see you guys later.